Well, hello there, European cricket fans. It's Mr. Maximo here, Vinny Sandu for the European Cricket Network with the match preview for match 11 of the European Cricket Series Malmo. It's the first game of Wednesday morning between Ariana Cricket Club and Malmö Cricket Club. This game will start at 7:30 a.m. GMT, which is 9:30 in Central Europe. It's 1 p.m. in India. And as always, you can catch the action right here on the European Cricket Network on our website, www.ecn.cricket, or our YouTube channel, ECN European Cricket Network. If you're in India or the subcontinent, you can catch it on Fan Code, and if you're in the UK or Ireland, you can catch it on Free Sports. And if you don't already, I'd love you to follow us on social media at European Cricket, or you can follow me, Mr. Maximo, because as I always say, there is so much happening in the world of European cricket. We're going to be in Sweden this week. We'll be back in Finland on the weekend. It'll be great to be back there. And then next week, we have a 5-day ECS coming to you from Dresden in Germany. So make sure you follow us to keep up to date with everything going on in European cricket. Let's turn our attention to Wednesday. It's the third day of a 5-day tournament there in Malmö. We've seen the Group A teams go through their paces in the first 2 days, and we've seen Malmö, who's qualify top of the group after some real Houdini efforts, coming back from some serious situations to top their group, unbeaten. Karlskrona have performed very well as well. They're the giant killers of the competition. They finished second, so both those teams go through to the semi-finals on Friday. Evergreen, we'll see them as well in the Shield final on account of finishing third. But it's time to see these Group B teams, and there's some very strong teams amongst these 5 teams indeed. It's going to be very competitive and very action-packed. Make sure you catch us from 1 p.m. on Wednesday and Thursday. There's 5 matches a day, of course, the T10 10 over format. So they're 2-hour time slots. So this is match 11, which is the first group match of Group B between Ariana CC and Malmö CC. So let's get right to it. And we do have some likely lineups for you here. Ariana CC will be led by their captain, Nusratullah Sultan, with him also taking his place behind the stumps for them. So he's a very key player for Ariana CC. For Malmö CC, they'll be led by the captain, Kaiser Munir, with Zach Takawi behind the wickets for them. So let's talk a little bit about these two teams. Ariana CC, well, they have a 4-1 win-loss record in the Superettan, which is pretty good going. The Superettan is the second highest division of T20 cricket in Sweden. And Malmö CC, well, they have a 3-win, 3-loss record in the Allsvenskan competition. That is the highest level of T20 cricket in Sweden. So both these teams play in very competitive divisions. Malmö Cricket Club do play in a slightly higher division though, but they don't have as good a record this season. So Ariana do have winning form going into this first match of Group B, and it will be very interesting to see how these two teams match up against each other. As always, let's look at Mr. Maximo's 11 to watch. And for Ariana CC, I have super highlighted their captain and wicketkeeper, Nusratullah Sultan. Now, he'll probably bat number 4 for them. He's a very hard-hitting batsman, and he's known all across the country for his big hitting, and also he's a very polished wicketkeeper. So I can't wait to see how he goes in the European Cricket Series. What a great platform for him to show what he can do, and I think the short format will suit him perfectly. I've highlighted some other players for Ariana, including Bashar Ahmed. I think he'll bat number 3. I love his name being Bashar. I think it's perfect for short form cricket, and he's an outstanding puller of a cricket ball, and he's also an excellent fieldsman in the covers. And haven't we seen some great fielding in the first 2 days of action? I think Group B hopefully can keep up that standard, because teams like Karlskrona, they have saved so many runs by taking their catches and doing some really good work on the ground as well. I've also put in a batting option there in Mahmood Baba. Now, I think he'll probably open the batting. He's dangerous if he can get a start. If he can get through those first couple of overs, he can be very good. He does have 2 T20 centuries to his name, so he's no stranger to big scores. Let's see if he can do it in the next few days. I've also put in an all-round option there in Zaki Pashtun, and he'll bat in the middle order. He's a seam bowler, and he does have the ability to score quick runs there at the end of their innings as well. I've got some bowling options there in Dawood Shahzad. Now, he'll open the bowling. He's a skitty kind of a bowler. He can be a bit awkward for the openers. He'll be looking for early wickets for sure. Finally, for Ariana CC, I have selected Absar Khan. Now, he's another opening bowler. He's very accurate, a slightly different kind of a bowler. He also can be thrown up a bit higher in the batting order because he's a pretty competent batsman, in my opinion, as well. For Malmö Cricket Club, I have super highlighted their captain, Kaiser Munir. So I've super highlighted both captains today in my 11 to watch. Now, Kaiser will bat in the middle order somewhere, perhaps number 5, maybe a bit higher depending on the game situation. He is a very big hitter as well. He does have the power to clear these boundaries. So I think these shorter boundaries, and we think they will stay short for the rest of the week, I think that will really suit him. He'll also chip in with the ball with his medium paces. I've put some batting options there, including Saklane Karamat. I think he'll bat number 4. He could actually also open the bowling for them potentially, depending on who else they've got to do the job. But I wouldn't be surprised to see him get a bowl as well. I've got Rajan Sharma in there. I think he'll probably open the batting for Malmo Cricket Club. And also I have an all-round option there in Hamad Rafiq. Now, he is a very big key player for them. I think he'll bat number 3. Technically, he's a very good batsman. He'll have to make some adjustments for this format, but I think he's good enough to do that. I would say he has been slightly out of form recently, so it'll be a great time for him to turn it around here in the ECS. Now, as a bowler, he's a very talented off-spinner, and I love the way that he is quite an attacking bowler. He's always looking to take wickets, and we've seen how effective taking the pace off has been in the first couple of days of this tournament, with the pitch being quite slow indeed. So the pace off bowlers really force the batsmen to generate their own pace to try and clear the boundaries. Now, the last guy I've got in there, my 11 to watch, and I can't wait to see him. His name is Rajan Sharma. Now, he is a living legend of the game. He took a hat trick in his last game, so that's notable enough. But I can tell you that he took a hat trick at the age of 57 years old. Rajan Sharma is 57 years old, turning out for Malmo Cricket Club. He is a living legend of the game. He'll probably open the bowling for them. Now, his economy rate in T20s this season is only 5.75, so that's incredible going. I can't wait to see the 57-year-old go up against some much younger gentlemen out there on the final days of this tournament. Let's see how Rajan Sharma goes. Perhaps he could get another hat trick. What a great time to do it in front of the whole cricket world. Now, I have done something a little bit different today. I have included a couple of other players, and the reason for this is I've got a lot of feedback. A lot of people are using this for Dream 11, and that is fantastic that you are taking some of my advice in putting together your Dream 11 teams. I put a couple of substitute players in there in case you are playing Dream 11, because you wouldn't be able to get all of these 11 players under the cap. So I've put a couple of substitutes in there. If you wanted to form a Dream 11 team, you could put in Ariana CC instead of Bashar Ahmed. I think that CC will open the batting for Ariana CC. Same with Yajan Mohammadi. I think he will open the batting for Malmö CC. So perhaps you could put him in place of Zaki Pashtun just to get your Dream 11 team under the cap. So thank you for the feedback as always. I will ask you to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment, because I always get back to as many as I can. Thank you for all the positive comments that I do get for these videos. It certainly makes it all worthwhile. Let's get to prediction time. And look, I am feeling a bit nervous today for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is that I have 13 correct predictions in a row now. So my success rate is up to 76%, which I think is reasonably good going. So I'm pretty happy about that. But the reason I'm a bit nervous is that I honestly think this game is such a toss-up. It could go either way. You could argue that Malmö CC should be favourites because they're higher. They play a higher division. But Ariana CC have lots of players really suited to the 10-over format. So I think it's been really hard to split these. I went back and forth, to and fro. I needed a feeling, and sometimes you just got to go with your heart. So today, I've decided to go with my heart, and I'm going for Ariana CC, because I think Ariana will go grande on the Malmö team in the first match of the day, but I think it'll be very close. And look, I'm not kidding, guys. This game could go either way, but I've decided that I just had a feeling for Ariana, and I've put Nusratullah Sultan, the famous Swedish cricketer, to be their star player. So we do hope that you enjoy the game here on the European Cricket Network. We hope you enjoyed my little graphic today. That's a little present for all of the regulars in the YouTube chat. And look, you can join us anytime in the YouTube chat if you want to talk cricket, ask us questions about European cricket. I do try to get in there as often as I can, but it certainly will be a good few days action with these guys in Group B, as we have Ariana CC, the other Ariana side as well as Malmö, of course, and Gothenburg CC, who have the beast, Mokhtar Gulami, turning out for them. Of course, he played for Seaside in the ECS Gothenburg not too long ago. So it will be a fantastic few days of cricket. Make sure you join us Wednesday morning on the European Cricket Network. But for now, this is Vinny Sandhu for ECN saying enjoy the game, and we'll see you next time on ECN.